Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Let me let me wait. I'm going to wait and let some people come up. You know, get, eh, so wait. Give people a chance to come up. Eh, uh, give everybody a chance to come in this morning. You know. Well, give it another minute or two before I start. Okay. Well, good morning, everyone. Yes. Okay, good morning, everyone. Everyone, good morning, good morning, good morning. Um, I see that, good morning, um, uh, for everyone. The, oh, goodness, excuse me. Good morning, everyone. Like, like and subscribe to my channel, which is Things Worth Knowing at BIGGIRL_72. You know, I am having the oh God, excuse me. I'm just waking up. I'm kind of waking up slow. Wow. We had that heat wave last week and it was so hot. Nobody was committing crimes or anything. I didn't see any homeless people on the street, on anything. Denny. Oh, good morning, Andrea. How are you? How are you? Yeah, the heat wave is over, honey. The heat wave is over. And and you know what? The heat wave is over and man, the temperature kept the tempers down. Now tempers are flaring. They just had a shootout in in my area where the guys were shooting at each other. I guess they're still, I don't know. I guess they're still under the spell of the heat. But anyway, it's cooled off. It went from 100 all the way down to 70. It actually, the first day, yesterday, it was so, it was so cool that it actually felt like wintertime. It actually felt cold. When you first go outside, it feels cold. So, it's, It's really crazy. It's really, really crazy about the weather, how it was. We had that, with that heat wave. I don't know if you saw it, Andrea, but it was all on the news. I don't know. Somebody had a bright idea. We have like 6 high schools in my area. I didn't realize how many high schools we had. I don't know. I'm old. I just thought that we had the two main ones that I grew up with, but now with the academies and stuff, we have 6 high schools. And I don't know who decided to put uh, all the graduation ceremonies for all 6 schools on one day. That was incompetence as far as the school administration was, because we knew the week before we knew that a heat wave was coming, and they said it was going to be hot and very humid. Hot and very humid. So we knew the week before the graduation even happened what was going to happen. People were fainting. I mean, literally falling out. They were sitting on aluminum bleacher seats. They don't use wood anymore like they used to have the wooden bleachers and you sit on them. Now they use aluminum. So it was 98 degrees and sitting on aluminum. Just a whole bunch of. It was crazy, and you had some people. One lady, she said she had asthma attack because she was so hot, but she refused to go to the hospital because she said she wanted to see her son graduate. And and I speaking on that, I told someone that you have to understand, a lot of the children who graduated were immigrant children, and the parents worked so hard to get the kids through school and things, and they actually wanted to see the kids graduate. I myself, if I had been in that situation, I would have told my son, "You graduated, go get it. We're not going," you know. But I understand the lady's, you know, desire to see her son graduate. But anyway, the topic is the weather has cooled off and now temperatures are flaring. One thing I noticed about the about weather plays a big part, especially in the Northeast where I am. Weather plays a big part whether the crime rate goes up, stays the same, or goes down. When it's real cold, there's less crime. You don't see anybody on the streets. Nope, you don't see nobody on the streets. Uh, Everybody's in the house. You don't hear the sirens going off and whatever. There's 2 people in here, and I don't see 2 likes now. There's 3. Please, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe and like my channel. Doesn't cost anything to like or subscribe. But anyway, and when it's very hot, now the very hot weather, those 3, 4 days we had the hot weather, there was virtually no crime whatsoever. No one was on the street. I mean, it was good. No homeless people, no beggars, no nothing. You didn't see none of that. As soon as the weather cools off, what do you get? You get a headline in the paper. 2 gunmen shooting at each other, missed targets, shot up something else. So it's crazy. It's really crazy. It's really crazy how the weather focuses on everything. How's the weather by you, Andrea? Is it still hot? I know Texas is pretty hot. I have a friend who has a son who is visiting in Texas now, and he says it's hot. I don't know how hot it is. He said the part of Texas he's in, I guess it's all Texas. I don't know anything about Texas and anything. But Yeah, so I noticed that the weather plays a huge part in crime, and I used to didn't pay attention to that. I used to think that was just an exaggeration that they have, you know. So it is. It's crazy. It's really crazy. So I'm sitting here. I'm recovering from the heat. I'm actually recovering from the heat because I stayed in the house. I mean, I went downtown. I had gone to the doctor Monday, not realizing how hot it was going to be. And I had a procedure done on my leg, and I was told to wear shorts, which worked out really good because it was so dang hot then. So I kind of beat it. But when on my way home, for some crazy reason, I start. I stopped downtown. I mean, people were literally walking, and all of a sudden they were dropping. You had the drug addicts laying on the ground. You didn't know whether they were ODing or whether they were, you know, whether it was just heat exhaustion. It was horrible, 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 horrible. So I came home and I went in the house and I stayed in the house. I stayed in the house. I didn't come out until today is Friday. I didn't come out until Thursday. I actually stayed in the house from the heat. I didn't come out till Thursday. Yeah. Oh, that's how it was with us. And Monday was 98, but the heat index was in 100. It was the humidity was so high, it felt like 110 degrees outside. And the place they had the graduation, no shade whatsoever, no trees, no nothing, no canopy. They didn't build. When they built it, they could have built like a shed over the bleacher seats. At least it wouldn't have been so bad. And the students were in their caps and gowns, and it the kids, some of the kids passed out on stage while they were waiting to get their diploma. They just fainted, and people had small kids out there. Anytime, this is just something I've observed, and I'm not sure if it happens everywhere, but I observe if I wake up at, say, 6, 7 in the morning and say it's 80 degrees, at 6 or 7 in the morning, if it's 80 degrees, if it's hot and muggy, you know you're going to have, um, uh, you're going to have a hot day, because as the sun starts coming up and people start moving around, the heat gets higher. So my thing is, first of all, I don't agree with having all these graduations at one time. I think graduation should be a whole week days. Graduation ceremonies from each one of the schools should have their own separate graduation and have it in the auditorium. Why they want to have them all on one football field, I don't know. They had it at the Hinchcliffe Stadium in Patterson. And I'm going to do something. There's a history behind that stadium that they use. It's a history with the old Negro leagues, Negro baseball leagues, because they weren't allowed to. It's another story which I plan on doing. But anyway, these people started shooting at each other. Now the crime rate is back up. I guess everybody got over the heat, so they figured they should. Whoever's here listening, whoever comes in, if you haven't, please subscribe to my channel, which is be at BIGGIRL_72. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. So the crime rate is going to go up. Yes, it's going up. Everybody cooled off. And I had a strange encounter. I took the bus yesterday. And a, a young man, a white man, he got up and he was holding on to the rail because the bus was still moving and he was standing by the steps. I guess he didn't feel like waiting for everybody to get off the bus. Anyway, he was a white guy. I accidentally touched his hand. I said, well, excuse me, I'm sorry. Then I got up. So I didn't think of it. I said, I'm sorry. And he went and I went. And I got off the bus and I'm walking towards the human business. I'm going to bank and I'm walking. He's coming down the street and he says to me, "You touched my hand while you were on the bus." I said, "I know." I'm sorry. I thought maybe he didn't hit me. I said, "Oh, I said I was sorry, but I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that." Long story short, he takes his whole hand, rubs his whole hand, and he says to me, he says, "You touch my whole hand." And I'm going, okay. I'm still not thinking. I said, well, I said, excuse me. It's no big deal for me to say, excuse me. If I bump into kids, like little kids, I'll say, excuse me, honey, with the little kids and something. He actually, this kid, white kid now, chalky white kid, looked like a piece of chalk, looked like sun ain't never hit him. But anyway, do you know he literally wanted me to pay him because I touched him? I'm like, what the heck? I can't tell y'all what I really said because I don't want to get strike. I don't want to get a strike on that channel. No, I don't want to. And yeah, he wanted me to pay him. I said, man, if you don't leave me alone with this mess. And an elderly white man was going to a Spanish man, a Hispanic man or something. But anyway, he looked like he was white. And he was like standing there and he looked and I told him, I said, now, I'm not going to say this again. I told you I was sorry and to excuse me because I didn't mean to do it. And I think that an excuse me should be sufficient. There's no blood coming out. All I did was touch his hand with my hand, which I should have been the one who was afraid to touch the man. Because I don't know what these people got. I don't know what I don't know what you know, what kind of drugs they use or whatever. Because they got that zombie mess here. But anyway, so I literally had to get nasty with this guy, a younger guy. And I was like, you need to go. So he walks away and he drops the F bomb on me and I answered him back. So I told my girlfriend about it. My girlfriend I was going to meet. I told her about it and she I told my girlfriend about it, and she says, you need to stop answering these people when they say stuff to you. I said, that's crazy. All I did was just brushed against his head, not even, I didn't really touch it. I didn't break the skin. I don't have fingernails, so my fingernails didn't cut him, none of that stuff. And yeah, he wanted pay. I mean, he came in my face. He wanted me to give him some money. I guess I don't know what the fool did, but I know what I wasn't doing, and that was going in my bag and giving him no money. Get the hell out of here. Whoever you went and got that food or whatever it is you had in your hand, that's who you go get your money from, because you sure ain't getting it from me. So I don't know. What would you have done? I mean, to me, that was crazy. I said, some Trump's, I guess we got a Trump supporter here in Jersey, up in my sanctuary city. I said, I guess he's up here to cause a ruckus. Who knows? I'm telling you, weather has people acting crazy. When the weather cools off, the criminals, I guess their mind starts working when they're Then I was in the local Pizza Hut Taco Bell store downtown, and it was a man. He comes in. Now, when you walk in the door at Taco Bell's, Pizza Hut, Taco Bell's, they have a big sign on the door that you push to get in, so you can't miss the sign. It says, "We're hiring." We hiring, and they tell you all the benefits of working for Taco Bell. So, and he's a kid. He comes in. He said he was hungry. So one time I had some extra money. I had extra money, and I bought him a personal pan pizza, a kid-sized personal pan pizza. Well, the pizza's the same size, and it gives you a small soda, not a large soda. And I always get it because I don't like the big sodas. But anyway, I bought it for the young man. Now, every time he sees me, anybody, he comes in to the pizza place and asks him, tell him he's hungry. Now, we have a place called Eva's Village. Eva's Village will feed you if you're hungry. And it actually smells good because a friend and I, we went in. It smelled so good. I said, let's go in and see what they got. If we don't like it, we can go somewhere else. We can go and eat. And really shouldn't have did it because we could pay. We could pay, but they feed you. The only criteria they ask is that you don't be high on drugs when you come in, and you don't smell like alcohol and everything like that. But they will feed you. But they have rules. They have rules there. They have shelters for the men. If you have an addiction, you have to go to be willing to go to a program, and you can live in their shelter, and they will help you obtain different things, and different jobs and different services. They'll help you with getting into a rehab program. And anyway, so he's in there, we're in there, and the Pizza Hut part, they have like a hot plate where when they cook orders that people call in, they put it in there, and then when the person comes to pick their order up, they put it in a bag and give it to them. He literally, nobody would buy this young man any food because this is what he does all the time. It's all the time. He begs, and I'm like, not today. He came to me. I said, not today. I don't have any money today, which I didn't. I had my card, and I wasn't going to use my card. And to make a long story short, this young man literally, when I tell you literally, stood by the showcase that was hot, and he tried to steal whatever they had on there. It didn't look like they had too much on there. It looked like they might have had an order of breadsticks or something on there. But anyway, he literally was going to take it. And I'm like, what the heck is this? The weather is cooler now, so everybody is you know everybody's instincts is coming out. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. It's things worth knowing at BIGGIRL_72. So that was one instance of it, and it is so crazy. To me, that is crazy, crazy, crazy. So, there. But, I don't know. How is it in jail? How's the homeless population in Texas? I mean, I live in a sanctuary city, so ICE has been here, and they've calmed down too. In here, they've calmed down too. I guess the heat got them. I guess they'll start back. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. So it looks like the criminals and the crazies and everybody just, the weather done cooled off, and okay, it's like they're saying, we got to go back and we got to start doing all of this stuff again. We got to start up again, get the city going, get it going while it's cold, while it's cool, while it's actually cool. So that was it. But Yeah, that was my observation of the heat. The heat. And the heat, it ties in with everything. I think it ties in, it's the pulse of the country, too. I think between the aggravation that the country's going through with, ICE and deportation, and I'm going to do another live video uh, about, it's 9:14 already. I need to get my day going. So I'm gonna come back and do another live video. I'll probably do it tonight about 7:30, 7:30, 8 o'clock. I'll let you know, Andrea, in there. But I'm going to end this live. This was because I just wanted to say I noticed that the when the weather is cold or when it's too cold or too hot, the crime rate goes down, and when it's you know and when it's too hot it goes down, but when it's moderate temperatures flare, you know and everybody starts coming out and doing their real intentions. So maybe I'll see everybody back in again, uh maybe I'll see you back again at around 7:30, 8 o'clock, then, but I'll announce it before I'm ready to go when I decide which time. Between 8 and 9, I should go live again. So have a good day, everybody. And for those who are just coming in, please like and subscribe to my channel. Things worth knowing at BIGGIRL _72. Have a good day.